Hey everybody, welcome to this week's energy forecast. My name is Stephanie, and each week I bring you a forecast for the following week. So this week we are looking at April 3rd through the 9th, 2022. We will be talking about 3 keywords that I have channeled from the Akashic Records during my work for the week, as well as drawing some oracle cards and getting some crystal guidance for what we can expect. So we will talk about the 3 keywords first, but let's go over the cards we're going to use. We're going to use crystal deck number 3 from healingcrystals.com for our crystal energy. Kind of matches. And then for our Sunday energy, if you tune in regularly, you know that I like to usually separate Sunday out and give us kind of an overarching theme for the week. So this week we will be using Colette Baron-Reid's Enchanted Map to find out where we are headed this week. I'm getting a really kind of different energy this week, but we'll see what the cards say. So we'll use this one for our Sunday energy, and then Denise Linn's Gateway Oracle for the remainder of the week. Interestingly, everything's very springy this week, isn't it? And that's kind of the vibe, kind of the energy I was getting. So fresh energy coming in was the intuitive messages I've been getting, and then also kind of the energy that was coming from the Akashic Records. So let's talk about those 3 keywords first. And the first one I got was growth. I think we've gotten growth before. Obviously, at some point, some of these keywords will repeat themselves if the energy is similar. I feel like we've gotten growth before. Not recently. So I feel like maybe, growth is always cyclical. There are times of sowing things and there are times of reaping things. So I feel like we are going into a period of we will be enjoying the fruits of our labor and reaping what we have sown, whether that is materially or energetically. So growth this week, and not the growing pains that were mentioned as one of the phrases a couple weeks ago. We are through that period. So this is the growth. This is the blooming, the unfolding, the really being able to appreciate what we have put our time and energy into. The second one is freedom. And not a feeling of freedom to escape from something, but a feeling of expanding into something, a feeling of being free and an appreciation of what you have created that allows you to feel that freedom. So growth and freedom. And then the last one was pleasure. So 3 very pleasant keywords this week. When I asked for additional information about pleasure, it was, what do I find pleasing in my current experience? And then focusing on that. That's what's going to lead to more growth, more freedom, and more being able to find and appreciate the things that are bringing you pleasure in your current experience. So what do I find pleasing is what you want to focus on this week. So our crystal energy is the celestial quartz. And I did draw these ahead of time, but I haven't looked at them yet. Very springy feeling this week, isn't it? Celestial quartz is a type of quartz. You usually find it sometimes in clear quartz, but more commonly in a smoky quartz. Resonates with all the chakras, can balance all the chakras simultaneously. Great to work with, kind of has the energy of clear quartz where it amplifies everything, but is a little more buffered because of the structure. So celestial has to do with the structure. And it's a very kind of tabular or layered structure. 3 keywords for this crystal are awareness, cleansing, and healing. And then the mantra or the keyword, the mantra is, I am free. So our second keyword from the Akashic Records this week is freedom. I am free. Oh, and shoot, I forgot to put my thing here again this week. So I'm just going to lay these down. I'll show you each one for a little bit longer. Sorry about that. I am free and freedom. So that's our crystal energy, guiding energy for this week. And then let's talk about our Sunday energy. So I like this one already. So springtime's a very fertile time, right? We have the number 22, which is a master number. It's kind of like those of you who look for signs, symbols, synchronicities, and you find 1111 or you find 44. 22 is another one of those kind of numbers that says, hey, watch, follow these breadcrumbs, you're on the right path. So one of those kind of synchronicitous numbers, and I like that it comes up this week in the area of following the breadcrumbs of growth, expansion, and freedom. And saying, yes, you are on the right path. But I also like the egg symbolism because eggs represent fertility, and I'm getting that really kind of springy energy, which is all about growth and expansion. So this is perfect. It's the intention card. So intention says you've been setting these deliberate, clear intentions, and now you are reaping what you have sown, right? We talk about that all the time here in these videos about really focusing on the positive, not unintentionally focusing on the negative and what you want to eliminate, but very mindfully focusing on what you do want to create through your words, through your actions, through your thoughts, through your intentions. So this is all about things coming to fruition, your desires being fulfilled. It is the same energy as the 3 keywords we're getting from the Akashic Records as far as growth, freedom, and pleasure. And I keep getting expansion too. So this is very, very much that the intention you have set and the way you have been working on things is coming to fruition, is about to be born. So that's our Sunday energy. And then Monday, we have renewing your life. And this is very much like a spring cleaning energy. It's decluttering. It says radiant vitality is filling my life. But if you look at that, it's like boxing up all the things you don't want. And this can be physical material things in your space. It may be that your office, your workspace, your car, your home, whatever, wherever you spend a lot of time needs a good spring cleaning and needs a decluttering. You can't really invite new, fresh energy into your space until you've purged that old energy. And that can be physical clutter, but it can also be energetic clutter. It can be just getting in the mindful habit of making a list when you go to bed or when you wake up in the morning about what you want to intend for that day, using this intention energy to set yourself up each day. Let go of the things you don't need so that you have a smoother experience. And then Tuesday, we have embracing the future, which you can do much more easily. You can allow that perfect future to come in when you have decluttered and when you have set these intentions. So we have embracing the future. This is that doorway symbolism that has come up quite a bit recently about what are we leaving behind? What are we walking into? Well, we're walking into the future we created because we used our intention. When we used it in a very mindful way. So this is, I step into the future with an open heart. And when you do that, you allow what is perfect for you to come in. You walk right into it. So this is about that growth, that freedom, pleasure, expansion again. Wednesday, we have taking action. This is all very perfect and cohesive. And this is exactly the energy I was getting from the Akashic Records, and just intuitively for this week is it's a fresh new energy. And you see this like the flowing water symbolism and the leaping person symbolism. We are moving into what we've created. And this says, I enthusiastically embrace life's boundless possibilities. So knowing that, for the most part, things can fall into our laps, especially when it's like, resources and helpful people, but action steps are still normally necessary. So following those breadcrumbs that are leading you to the helpful people and to the resources, taking action of some sort. And so this is Wednesday, this is midweek, we're in a more action-oriented energy. Thursday, we have cultivating prosperity. So following this guidance, what do we get? We get abundance, we get fulfillment of our wishes, we get our dreams come true. And it says the abundance of the universe is pouring into my life. And how funny is it that I keep getting at the beginning this like reaping and sowing message? And this is very much cultivating prosperity is about that. It's about, this garden of our desires, this garden of our intentions. So what did we plant? We planted things because we're mindful and we know this. We planted things that we want. So those are the things that are growing for us now. And some of them may still be under the soil. They may not have popped through yet, but they are there and they are growing and we are on the right path. So that's our Thursday energy. Friday is flying free. And so that's our second keyword for the week too, is freedom, right? I unfurl my wings and fly. And I do have to mention, I remember unfurling was, I think, our yearly word from the Akashic Records. Does anybody remember that? Put a comment if you do. I'm pretty sure back in January, I did a keyword for the year, and I believe it was unfurling because it has stuck with me since then. I unfurl my wings and fly. So interesting that this is a very growth oriented energy coming in this week, and we have this unfurling energy, this unfurling word coming back, but also flying free and freedom being our second keyword for this week. So very much an energy of freedom and expansion. Unfurling is expansion energy. So flying free is our energy for Friday. If we're doing all of this work in the beginning of the week, we're getting that sense of freedom by the end of the week. But also, sorry, I'm back. But also see this higher perspective. Because we're following our intuition, we can see what's available to us from this higher perspective. We're not down in the trenches looking around going, I don't see any way out of this. We're taking a higher perspective because we know we've set our intentions in a way that's going to bring in the things we need. Saturday, end of the week again. Savoring pleasure. I'm laughing because this is so this one has our second keyword. Flying free has freedom. And then our third keyword this week was pleasure. And our Saturday card is savoring pleasure. So what do you find pleasing is what this talks about. It says, I fully embrace bliss in my life. And knowing that you're allowed to take time for yourself, especially if you're working on a project that you're bringing into this world, or your personal growth, whatever it is you're working on, knowing that you need to make time for yourself. It is okay. Do you like to hike? Do you want to have a quiet glass of wine and listen to some music? Do you want a bubble bath? Light some candles? Do you want to go to the library? What do you find pleasing? And making some time for that on Saturday. So that's, you know, kind of about worthiness and saying, okay, I'm doing this work. I'm going to give myself this gift because I'm worthy of making time for myself. So knowing that you are worthy of pleasure, our third keyword for the week, and asking yourself, what do I find pleasing, and giving yourself that as a gift. So that's our Saturday energy. Let me know what you all are working on. I hope everyone has a wonderful week, and I will see you next time.